Aloha, gang. Good to see you today. Looking well as always. Lovely to see you, ma'am. Did you cut your hair recently? No? Oh, okay. Welcome to the first episode of Voice Actor ShoutOut, giving recognition to the faceless voices that bring our cartoons to life. That wasn't really as complimentary as I was going for. I'll have to work on that. Anyway, in all the fandoms that make up our culture these days, and there's a lot of them, voice acting stands as arguably one of the most underappreciated careers in the whole entertainment industry.
Now, I hate when people go on TV and tell you how hard it is to do animation. Like, oh, Jay, it's such hard work. It's so hard doing animation, getting into character. No. UPS is hard work, okay? It's the easiest job in the world. I go in a booth, and I go, what's the line? And the guy goes, it's time to go to the store. And then I go, it's time to go to the store. And then they give me $1 million.
Okay, scratch that. There's no arguing to be had after all. Freaking celebrities or Academy Awards or Bentleys or Hollywood homes or Botox. Anyways. In fact, the title alone kind of demotes the art of voice acting as less credible than real acting, which means a lot of honestly good talent gets shoved under the rug when it comes to getting any decent cred. I mean, working behind a microphone is already a pretty glamorous career, crammed in a tiny box, emoting lines off of a script several times, and sometimes doing multiple voices for the same show. So it seems even more unfitting that the voice acting community not be given a little due recognition for what they do best. There's been a lot of diversity in the acting talent throughout animation's history. Some actors are good, some are bad, some are standout, some are forgettable, others are versatile, others are not versatile. And I defy any respectable cartoon watcher to admit how important the right voice is in bringing a character to life. Of course, I don't have to tell you all this, you seem like a sharp bunch, but thank goodness we don't have this kind of acting in all our cartoons anymore.
I say, that upset in the snow has chilled me right through to the bone. Yes, right through to the bone. Whatever shall we do? I don't know.
So, to demonstrate the necessary yet completely overlooked ranks of voice acting, let's take a look at our first shout-out. For our first episode, I present the one and only Jeff Bennett.
He just happens to be on almost every single show that we produce on Nickelodeon. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeff Bennett.
Never heard of him? Well, maybe not by name, but how about this voice?
Hello, 911 emergency. There's a handsome guy in my house. Oh, wait a second, cancel that. It's only me.
I'm so glad you're here. There's nothing like new friendly friends to make me feel all warm and yum doodle dum inside.
Hold still, son, so I can put you out of your misery. Call me, well, how's about Shocker?
Well, that is exactly why I designed this restraint to hold your weight. Times 3001!
Eggs are egg-shaped. That's funny.
Yep, I bet you'd never guess that Johnny Bravo and a penguin shared the same voice actor. No, I don't have any money to bet, it's just a figure of speech. Anyway, starting off in bit parts and getting bigger roles during the 1990s, Jeff Glenn Bennett is probably the most prolific in-field voice actor in the business, able to vocalize several distinct characters in the same scene without even letting on that it's the same actor.
Be ready to wipe the dirt off my shoes, freshman. Gamma's out!
Well, Mr. Goof, I notice you don't have a college degree.
Whereas a lot of voice actors have very distinct vocal qualities that usually give them away without even trying to identify them. Bennett has the advantage of being super conspicuous with his more normal-sounding voice. Well, normal if you live in the Midwest, I guess. Kind of evidenced by his roles like Shocker from Spectacular Spider-Man, Clay from Shaolin Showdown, that alien abduction guy from that one Scooby-Doo film.
I told you they're real. Them aliens are here to take over the world.
Yeah, that guy. Bennett is probably most recognizable in his heavy southern accent. This is not surprising since, unlike most American voice actors with either East or West Coast origins, Jeff got his acting chops from Texas. Though it's not enough to be a distraction on the ears, it's at least not super noticeable in the dozens of bit parts that he's usually cast in. And by dozens of parts, I mean literally a role in just about every American cartoon produced in, like, the last 10 years, blending into the supporting cast and filling out the necessary roster of all characters. Sharp-eared cartoon watchers can practically play the spot the hidden Jeff Bennett game in cartoons these days. He's bound to be in there somewhere.
Freund Leben. Step. Club.
I heard you.
Bow before the Redeemers.
Didn't I tell you to tell these n***s to stop singing that damn song?
Oh, so the only I gotta beat today is Tobias, huh?
We don't like to see that. That makes us work harder.
Oh, shit, foreign save matches. Maybe I'll get to bed early tonight.
Yeah, that last one threw me for a loop when I heard it the first time. I repeat, this guy is in everything.
If I hear that song again, I'm cutting both your balls off.
And yet, despite having a credit sheet longer than a Calvin Christmas list, you may notice he's rarely given top billing or cast in the lead role. Why is that? Well, it's not that casting directors of America don't recognize star-worthy talent, which Bennett totally has. He just works really well as a supporting character, with his natural timbre and versatility, hence why he doesn't have as many starring roles, and why his name isn't as recognizable to your average cartoon watcher versus your more celebrity voice actors. Still love you, Rob Paulson. In fact, from his whole resume, I think his biggest starring roles are the main character in Johnny Bravo, and the man with the yellow hat from Curious George. Wow, now that's a contrasting casting choice. Thank goodness he has the ability to keep them separate sounding.
Hey, who's that handsome guy? Oh, you drive me wild. Wanna do the monkey with me?
Now let's be honest, as much as a unique sounding voice is needed for the cartoon medium, we need those excellent bit part players too. Unless you want to cast a different actor for every one-shot or no-name voice on screen. Now, Bennett's not actually a man of 1,000 voices or anything. He's got about 5 distinct styles that you can group most of his roles into. But for that, he pulls them all off really well. Genuine A-quality acting throughout his 25-ish years in the business. And, as an excuse to hear him some more, here's some of the best Jeff Bennett roles for your hearing pleasure. Well, best in my opinion anyway.
Hey, Pops. Order of fries. Now, who's gonna be the lucky lady to share them with me? Oh, very wrong number.
I didn't mean you owe me. Clay was the fastest.
What? But he...
Use it well.
Much obliged, Master Fung, sir.
Either you got less kick than a three-legged mule, or this here suit does more than protect me from my own power.
Easy now, George. That lever releases all of the apples. No! Well, that's okay.
The platypus bears know a green player when they see one, and they are focusing the brunt of their bending on this poor girl. They're giving her their best, and her best ain't good enough to stop it. And she's in the drink.
Normally I'd use this opportunity to point you towards our featured VA's website, or Twitter, or Facebook info to, spread the good word or something, but, Mr. Bennett doesn't seem to have any of those. Believe me, I checked. Well, in lieu of becoming a human infomercial, I shall simply end this by reiterating that this guy is one of the best in the business, and you are no good heretic if you don't know his name by now, and you should totally keep an ear out for him in your favorite cartoons today. This has been your Voice Actor Shoutout. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. What? I've come up with a way to end this too? But the credits are already rolling, what else is there to add? There's just a blank page in front of me, I can't just ad-lib for an extra 30 seconds? What would Jeff Bennett do? It was aliens, I tell you! They came out of the sky playing Styx music and a flying dinner plate and took all the Krispy Kreme donuts in a 10-mile radius. It was horrible. They'll be coming for Tim Hortons next. No bakery item is safe. It'll be the great donut famine of the century. You have no idea. Billions of dollars in collateral damage. Whole families will starve. And the entire icing industry is gonna go completely bankrupt. Ah! Alright, that's enough.